Hello everybody and welcome to Started from the Bottom. This is going to be a new Football Manager 2017 series on my channel where we start unemployed, as you can see on screen, and try to make it to the top of world soccer. And for those of you who don't know me, which should probably be everybody at this point since I haven't posted a video on this channel in well over 2 years, I used to play Minecraft and stuff. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to do maybe some FIFA, Football Manager, stuff of those, ideas. Let's see how it goes. So I'm going to get back to you once I find a job, and let's hope this is the start of a very successful career. Okay, this is a bit of an interesting one. I've been approached by Cardiff Metropolitan University, which I've heard a little bit of, and I've heard they're actually a pain to manage because they're an amateur club in the West Premier Division. But I think I'm gonna actually take it because I had like 2 other job offers, and one was from some nobody in Portugal, and the other one was from China. I don't want to go to China, so I'm just gonna take this, I guess. And I mean, this is going to be fun. Well, this is about the worst team report I think I've ever seen. There's not a whole lot of positives. I mean, this is going to be, yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm going to start looking around the transfer market and see if I can find some players that fill some of our needs, which I'm sure there's a lot at this point. And we'll see how it goes. Well, one thing that I have realized is that this team is really, really bad. And we don't have a right back. We don't have a left mid. I mean, we have a right back, but he's awful. Liam James. They're all really young. It's kind of sad that our best 2 players are both goalkeepers. I don't know how they did that. We don't have a midfielder, and I'm looking for one with like a little bit of experience, because if you haven't noticed, the average age of this squad is like 20. This isn't gonna go very well, I don't think, at all. We're projected to finish dead bottom in the league. I mean, this should be interesting. I've got the scout. He's being busy. I've got him doing all of that. We need players, and we need them fairly quickly. I mean, we're already overspending, and I haven't even done anything yet. Haven't even looked at this yet, even though it's an amateur club, so it doesn't. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I mean, it's an amateur club though, so it doesn't really matter. I think I could be wrong, and I probably am, but I think we're like one of the only amateur clubs in the division. That's us. I didn't see who we started at, but yeah, we're the only amateur club in the division. So this'll be interesting. I'll get back to you after I've made some transfers, and we should be able to get the first game in this episode and see how bad we lose. So I will see you then. Okay, so today is the day of our first competitive match at the Cardiff Metropolitan University. That is a mouthful. It's actually in a cup that I've never heard of. It's the Nathaniel MG Cup. I don't know how good it is. I know nothing about Welsh soccer at all. We're playing Greenfield, which is supposed to be, they're kind of terrible. They're in the Welsh 2nd Division apparently, which doesn't sound bad, but I don't know how low the 2nd Division is. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But first of all, we have some transfers to go over, and I've made a fair amount. The team was really lacking everywhere, and I'm still lacking a lot of depth, like at left mid, or left wing, sorry. We only have 1 player that can play there. But apart from that, we look okay. So first of all, we have Ryan Jones, who was a striker that kind of caught my eye. He was suggested to me, and like as most of these players were actually in one of the staff meetings. He looks fairly good, fairly pacey for for us at least, not so much for this league, because TNS up there are in a league of their own, really. But for us, he's fairly good, can head the ball well, which isn't really needed for a poacher, but it could come in handy. Fairly pacey, as I said, so that should work out fairly well, and he'll probably get the start today. Then we have Lewis Jones, who is our second signing. He's a center back, and we needed a lot of depth at center back. He's not very good, but he has potential, as most of our center backs do. None of them are all that good, which is a concern. But they played well in preseason, so we'll see how that one works out. But he can head the ball well. Good jumping reach. I mean, the determination's questionable, but he'll probably be fine. I think he's actually scored for us. Yeah, he has. In one of the friendlies. So then we have Daniel Barnard. I don't know. I'm going to mess up a lot of names, and that should probably be real easy to pronounce. But he's probably going to be more of a backup, but as I said, we needed a lot of people at center back because we just had so few that were actually any good. So he'll probably just be a backup. And then we have Jack Riley, who is a fairly young defender as well. See a trend here, a lot of defenders. He is probably just going to be a backup as well, but a lot of potential. Actually already scored for us, scored in the last game. So center back scoring goals, no complaints. Then we have Josh Evans, who is our only left winger. He seems pretty good so far. Already has an assist in one of the 3 friendlies. I mean, he's pacey, good at dribbling, can kind of cross the ball. I mean, can't really pass, but can cross. That makes sense, right? So we're kind of stuck with him. And let's see where. Then we have Steve Abbott, who was the experienced midfielder that I wanted to bring in. He's actually supposed to be a striker, but can play well all the way back to midfield. You know, he's there mostly for the experience and the case that we didn't have anybody who could play midfield. And that's what the rest of these signings really are, almost entirely midfielders. Then we have Ibrahim Farah, once again another midfielder, just kind of there for depth, not much more, really about the same as Abbott. Then we have Jordan Prozer, who can play, I lied actually, we do have another left winger, but he can play right wing as well. He's actually very good on the right, which is nice. So, and obviously he can cut in on the left, shoot with his right. Yeah, I mean, he was originally just scouted as backup, but he's actually really good. So, you know, I did see his passing is 1 though. That's a bit of a concern. Yeah, I mean, once again, he can cross the. I mean, he's not so good technically. I'm not gonna lie, but he's fast and pace is deadly. So let's go with that. Then we have Matthew Herdman, who has 20 natural fitness, I've just noticed, and 18 stamina. That's nice. Just another midfielder. He's actually been very good in the preseason. Scored a goal from midfield. I'm assuming he was, he might have been playing the central mid role, so it's not as impressive. If he was the ball-winning midfielder, I'd be surprised. But good player. I mean, sure, very naturally fit. Can probably, play almost every game this season. Let's see, and then we have Anthony Stanton, who is another midfielder, young midfielder. Simply there's backup, got some potential, very good physically, not so good technically, pretty similar to just about everybody else. Yeah, I mean, the team's not great, but, and bit of a concern here is the fact that we just don't have all that many players anywhere. Still need a right back. Never got that. Kyle McCarthy, I was told he was going to leave. I hope not. I'm going to try to not let that happen. But and then you can see Jordan Prozer, who was scouted as backup, as our best right mid. I mean, I don't know how that worked out. Really, all the star ratings are awful, for especially attacking midfield. But I mean, the midfield looks good. I'm happy with the midfield. And then the strike department's pretty good as well, even though my coaches keep saying that we need more players that can play striker, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. But Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this cup game that I forgot to send to the day of. Nice. Good job. I'm so prepared for this. And of course I have so many leagues loaded, this is going to take forever. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yep, okay, so we're playing Greenfield, who I'm pretty sure I've already mentioned during the second division, or whatever it's called in Wales. Not all that familiar with the Welsh soccer pyramid at all, so I don't even know if this cup's any good, but it's the first competitive match, so it's probably worth showing. And just to show you my profile, wherever it is, my profile, I'm really bad at everything. I've actually already increased in a few things, I think. Yeah, I really have already, which is impressive. I'm an American manager. I'm kind of surprised that a team in Wales decided to hire me since I'm that bad and American, so they have no idea who I am. But sure. Okay, so now let's get into the match. Starting team, how does that look? I question the center backs. I'll start Riley, but yeah, I thought they were better star rated than that. Yeah, we're just not starting there. Okay, so back line is going to be Lewis Jones and Jack Riley. At fullback is Liam James and Kyle McCarthy. Then moving into the midfield is going to be Herdman and Abbott, who, for whatever reason, can play defensive mid better than anything else, even though he's a striker. Sure, I mean, that makes all the sense in the world. Evans on the left, Proser on the right, Corsby up the middle with Ryan Jones leading the line. That should work out well. That looks good, yeah. So let's go ahead and everybody's lacking match fitness. Yeah, that's expected since we only played like 2 friendlies or 3. Played 3 friendlies and won all of them. So of course they were all against teams that were worse than us. One was in the whatever league it is below the conference North and South in England, and the other one was in like the county leagues in England. So I'm glad we won that. And then another team from the second division we played in a friendly as well, which hopefully should be on par with these guys because we beat them fairly comfortably. I think it was 2-0, but we kind of dominated. So yeah, let's see how this one works out. Pep talk, yet go out there and dominate the match. I like that idea. Okay. The new pre-match animations, aren't they so great? It's kind of sad that this was like the only thing that Sports Interactive decided to add into the game. But anyway, we have kickoff, and let's hope we can get a win in the first game, which is really expected. And if we don't, I'll be very disappointed. We already have an injury. That's not good. Okay, he's just got a dead leg. He'll be fine. I'll just leave him on. Even though I figure it would be kind of hard to play on a dead leg, but he seems fine, so let's just go with it. Yeah, nobody's actually had a shot. Oh, there's our first shot, and McCarthy with a free kick, well wide, and I'm on extended highlights. I don't want to be on extended highlights. I'm gonna go to key highlights. So, just the 3 shots for us so far. I mean, all the possessions pretty much in their half, which is good. Overall, though, we're not really doing all that much. Actually go on attacking opposed to counter, because these guys are worse than us, actually. And they now have the ball, which is kind of concerning. Ball over the top. Jones deals with it, passes to Riley, who entirely screws that up, and Evans scores for them. That was... I don't really want to watch this again. I don't know what happened there. Now, to think that we played a team that was probably on the same level as these guys in preseason and beat them comfortably, and now we're losing. Great. Yeah, well, we're on the attack here, though. Jones to Herdman. Herdman back to Corsby, who shoots well over and wide. Okay, that was Yeah, I mean, at least it was a chance. At least it was a chance, but we really need to win this game because we're definitely expected to. Now Greenfield in possession. Oh, it's another ball over the top. Okay, I'm not going to go on attacking anymore because that just doesn't work, clearly. Okay, let's just go back to counter because that's what we've been training on. Yeah, I have it on counter mostly because in the league, we're just going to get beat up by everybody, and I'm just kind of hoping to steal a few points here and there. I'm not expecting anything too great out of it, and I'm going to actually bring off Corsby at halftime here for, do we have anybody on the bench? Yeah, Farrah can play there. Good deal. Yeah, let me just yell at the players real quick. Where's your passion? I don't. Do you know what? You should seem down because you've been awful too. Okay, so let's hope for something a little bit better in the second half. I can't see. Yeah, that's all good. Okay. I mean that's a disappointing first half. I really don't want to lose this game. That would be a terrible way to start. I mean, I know I'm not all that good at this game, but man, that would be annoying. Especially since we beat a second division team in preseason. But anyway, Jones coming forward here. Oh, what was that? I should take you off for that. Okay, that's weird. Oh, that's why I'm so confused, because I can't see the other player. I was like, but okay, that was confusing. Okay, we need to do something here. We kind of need to do something. This isn't working. I'm going to go and take... Oh, I don't want to take McCarthy off, though. Because he's an actual good player. I'm just going to leave him. Well, who's had a bad game other than everybody? Let's see. The keeper's been awful. Yeah, I'll probably replace him next match. I mean, nobody's playing good. It's hard to take somebody off because they're not playing good when nobody's playing good. I'm going to make a change up top. I'm going to bring on Harry Owen, who didn't show anything in preseason, but, I mean, at least he had chances. He just missed all of them. Okay, this is quickly getting away from us here. Because they're probably just parking the bus at this point, and they're probably going to be difficult to break down. Because they were, guarantee you, they were training defensively. Okay, now I'm going to take McCarthy off, which is going to be fun. We do have a right mid on the bench. No, we don't. Okay. Never mind. He's probably not coming off because we don't have anybody to bring on. So I'm going to take off. Yeah, I'll take off that. Well, nope, I'm not going to take off. This is our problem with the squad depth because we just don't have any. Oh, man. I should really take him off because he's terrible, and maybe Gutteridge will score. I don't know. We do seem to have center backs that know how to score, because I think they probably have three of our... I think we've only scored about... I mean, we only had 3 preseason games, and we scored like 5 goals, and I'm pretty sure defenders scored about 3 of them. Yeah, this is not going well, and I don't really know what to do. Maybe get the fullbacks attacking, since they don't do that. They're not actually fullbacks. I mean, maybe you go on attack, yeah. That might work. I don't know. We'll see. It looks like we're actually going to lose here, though, which is not what I had in mind. Oh, nope, we have a chance here. McCarthy crosses in straight to the goalkeeper, Matthews, for Greenfield. This is not good unless we can win the ball back here, which we do, but give it straight back away. They're probably going to play some sort of crazy... Nope, Jones picks it up. The other Jones, Farrah. Oh, he scores! What a goal by Herdman. I still don't know people's names. It's going to take a while, but Herdman just scored an absolute beauty there. That's amazing. I knew he was good when I signed him. What a goal. I mean, I knew he was good, but I didn't think he could score that. But, okay. I'll take it. Does this go to extra time? If it does, we might be in trouble fitness-wise, but I mean, let's just not let them score here. Okay, good. Actually, we might score. Owen, going forward, shoots from well outside the box. That was a bit of a waste, but if there is extra time, it's going to go to it. Yes, it does go to extra time, so I'm going to tell them to... I'm going to actually tell them I'm not happy, but they did score, so... he's got the ability to make a real difference. Yeah, he does, because he's the striker. Let's see. We don't really... I just realized we're still on overload. I'm just going to go on attacking, and maybe sit slightly deeper. And maybe actually work the ball into the box, because we're taking a lot of ridiculous long shots that are just giving away possession. I just realized we've had 18 shots in this game to their 7, and it's 1-1, and we scored in like the 89th minute. Okay, well, we should be winning, definitely. So McCarthy takes the throws to Evans, who gives the ball away, but Farah picks it back up and puts the cross in, claimed by the keeper, even though I think that cross was probably going in, so... I mean, it was a poor cross regardless, which I'm not expecting them to be able to cross all that well. I'm not expecting them to be able to do anything all that well. It would be nice if they could tackle about now, though. But they're coming, play the through ball, and they finish off the post. Well, that's his second goal of the game. Why aren't we... What are you doing? Okay, well, it wasn't... Yeah, it was kind of all his fault. Who is that? Oh, it's the guy I brought on for Riley who didn't play any better, so... Yeah. Oh man, we're at home too. Oh, don't get sent off. Really? I mean, you were the best pro at the team before I signed anybody else. I don't know what to do with that. I guess I could drop Evans back. He can probably play there. Just to kind of cover a little bit. We still need to go for it though, because we're still losing to Greenfield, whoever these people are. This isn't going well. I thought we had it when we scored that screamer. I thought we were just going to go on and win it in extra time, but I guess not. Oh, come on, guys. Don't do this to me. I don't want to lose the first game to Greenfield. And yeah, I think we're probably gonna lose here. Yeah, well, we didn't deserve it anyway. I mean, that was just, well, we really did. I mean, looking at the stats, I mean, we had 24 shots. I mean, they had 2 clear-cut chances and we had 1, and I guess that was the difference there. That's not how I expected that to go. We're already out of that cup. Well, I mean, that's... McCarthy suspended for a match. Yeah, I did slam the team. They deserved it. So, that's not the way I wanted this to start out, but, I mean, we'll just have to take it and go, I guess. I mean, that's all I can really say. I'll probably record the game against TNS and Newtown, maybe, or I might just do the next game because it's the first league game and then TNS, so that might work out. So I guess that's it for this episode. A very disappointing episode, and I'll see you next time.